So on the 5th of February 2019, the day before Waitangi, on the national news, you could hear Jacinda Ardern tell the entire nation to hold her to account to bring equality to Maori with the Caucasians. So in this video, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold you to account, Jacinda Ardern. A 15-year-old young man, Maori man, was jailed and sentenced to life today for stabbing a man to death. But on the front line of my job last year in 2018, a 20-year-old Caucasian man premeditated a revenge assault on me and the North Shore Police and the Waitemata Police ignored my rights of law and did nothing about it. All the government ignored my rights of law, they neglected it, and Labour Party, National Party and the New Zealand First Party were all notified about it. One of those police officers from North Shore named Brenda, who actually works out at A Fitness, she actually said that the 20-year-old Caucasian who did the premeditated revenge assault while he was on drugs was too young. Those were her words. That's not equality with Maori and Caucasians, especially not if you're going to sentence a 15-year-old to jail for life. So where's the equality, Jacinda Ardern? How's about making that, or bringing that to fruition? Because if you can charge the people who threaten the dock workers on the front line of their job in court a day after they laid those threats, and then you can charge those same people who threatened you and your daughter on the front line of your job in court, then I'm sure you can hold equality of Maori's rights to Caucasians doing the same, not just laying threats, actually breaking the law through assaults. So how about real equality then, if that's what you're saying you want to do? Uphold the law. You're meant to be the PM of New Zealand. Tell all your government officials and law enforcement authorities to uphold the law of equality as well. So, moving on from that. Who was the national idiot saying that Māori shouldn't be allowed to receive funding when all that funding comes from taxpayers of the working class New Zealanders? From what I am aware of, taxpayers pay for your wages and every other politician in government. So if Māoris aren't entitled to funding, then neither are the politicians, especially if you're a Māori politician and you're saying Māori shouldn't get funding. You shouldn't be getting a wage in the government. Get rid of that national idiot, for sure. But if the Māoris do accept the funding, that's pretty much a bribe and enticement to get your vote for later on. Votes shouldn't be cast based on finance. Votes should be cast based on results of work, and let's be honest, Labour never actually made it in without New Zealand First. They wouldn't have won without them. So how about you stick to your word and bring about equality, especially in the rights of law, and uphold the law. Get your police officers to uphold the law. So no difference between a 15-year-old and a 20-year-old committing assault crimes. There's better ways to distribute funding to the Māoris too. There's a whole lot of regions that can be governed by Māoris, the Māori walkers that came here and the descendants of those captains. There should be one Māori today that descends from those captains. They should be allowed to govern those regions, especially the policing jurisdiction in those regions. We call it regional policing jurisdiction. The regional councils in those jurisdictions, which oversees the cities and the law authorities, and then the tax in, tax out. But who's going to listen to this idea from this Māori? Up to you. I just want equality for justice.